In 1928, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in a dusty London lab, but for over a decade it remained a laboratory curiosity. It was a miracle drug that couldn't be mass-produced. There wasn't enough of it in the entire world to save a single person. But when World War II broke out, the race to mass-produce this yellow magic became as vital to the American war effort as the Manhattan Project. The setting for this medical revolution wasn't a sleek lab in New York or DC, it was the cornfields of Peoria, Illinois. In 1941, British researchers fled the Blitz and brought their secret mold to the USGA Northern Regional Research Laboratory in Peoria. They chose this specific American town for a very strategic reason. Peoria was the global capital of fermentation. The local scientists were experts at turning agricultural waste into industrial gold, and they had a secret weapon known as corn steep liquor. This thick, syrupy byproduct of the local corn milling process turned out to be the ultimate superfood for the penicillin mold. When the researchers added the Peoria corn syrup to the mix, the penicillin yield didn't just double, it skyrocketed by 10 times. But the scientists needed an even stronger strain of mold to meet the demands of the U.S. Army. They sent a woman named Mary Hunt, known locally as Moldy Mary, to scour the markets of Peoria for rotting produce. She returned with a cantaloupe covered in a pretty golden mold. This specific Peoria melon contained a strain of penicillin that was 200 times more powerful than Fleming's original discovery. This super strain became the ancestor of nearly all of the penicillin used in the world today. The final hurdle was scale. American chemical giants like Pfizer and Merck took the Peoria discoveries and moved the process into massive deep tank fermentation vats. By the time the Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy on D-Day in 1944, American factories were pumping out 2.3 million doses of the drug. Before penicillin, a simple scratch or an infected blister could be a death sentence for a soldier. Now, thanks to the ingenuity of Illinois scientists and a moldy cantaloupe, the death rate from bacterial pneumonia in the U.S. Army plummeted from 18% to less than 1%. The miracle drug was no longer a lab accident. It was an American industrial triumph. It transformed medicine from a practice of wait and see to a science of cure and conquer. This is how a small town in the American heartland gave the world its first real shield against death.